Well, it is official today. The Nintendo Switch 2 was announced. I gotta be honest, I am kind of surprised they did just go with the simple name of the Nintendo Switch 2. I thought it was gonna be something maybe a little bit different. But as far as the concept itself, I think it works. I think it's a great idea. It's kind of just an improvement on what is already the Nintendo Switch. It's a device that's been out for 8 years now, and it just continues to work. So, I get it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, yeah, we got about 2.5 months now to wait for kind of the full reveal. That's going to be during a Nintendo Direct on April 2nd. But with the hardware itself really not being an issue at all for the Nintendo Switch, it is kind of interesting when maybe something digital is a lot more of a concern. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about the software of the console. I'm talking about something that is probably a lot easier to fix, but for some reason, Nintendo has just not wanted to fix it for 8 years now. Now, that is the Nintendo Switch eShop. Now, I do not have a Nintendo Switch, but everybody and anybody who has one who uses the eShop says that they hate it. They do not like it. It's not efficient. It's slow. It's a cluttered mess. Apparently, there's just a lot of features that are missing that should be there on a typical digital storefront these days. Now, with this, people have been saying that maybe Nintendo will fix it when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, but people don't want to wait that long, and I don't blame them. And sometimes in cases like these, it takes an unofficial client to fix all of these problems. And that is what Nintendo Life is doing. This was actually just announced yesterday, so it is kind of interesting that this was announced before the actual Switch 2 was announced. But I was surprised to hear about this because Nintendo Life is a website that has just like news articles on Nintendo related stuff. It is actually one of the websites I frequent just to see what's new, but it turns out there's more to this website than just news. They've got forums, they've got different features, they've got reviews, and yeah, now they have launched something very big, something that's probably going to increase the traffic to their website, and that is this better eShop. That's what they're calling it. So it is just on nintendolife.com/eShop, and it is essentially just a much better way to shop digitally for Nintendo Switch games. I'm on it right now, and it does seem to be pretty slick. It's very fast. There's a shopping cart feature, there's user reviews, and this is all great, but one concern I did have right away when I saw this was, oh no, maybe Nintendo is going to shut this down. You know that Nintendo has shut down a lot of these unofficial clients in the very recent past, but for that's more been in terms of like emulators, ROM hacks, that sort of thing. This is a lot different. I don't think Nintendo is going to shut this down. I don't think they probably could even if they wanted to. Obviously, just my opinion, I'm not a lawyer, but this is just simply a third-party digital shopping experience for the actual Nintendo storefront. Yeah, I mean, it's a very good platform. It's very slick. They've got a lot of extra features, but ultimately when you go to buy a game, it just links you to the actual Nintendo website. So thankfully, I think this is going to stick. I think this is a very cool thing that Nintendo Life is doing. It's probably something that is going to benefit both them due to increased traffic and Nintendo themselves. And I very much have to wonder if this is going to push Nintendo, hopefully it does, to create a much better client for their next console.